Comic Book Conversationalist. This is Comic Book Hangover. My name is Scott, and I have 6 books to go through. 6 books covers the last 2 weeks of my comic book pull list. I'm seemingly getting fewer and fewer books if Marvel doesn't have like a big variant cover theme for a month, like the recent Godzilla one. It seems I don't get a whole lot of books. I'm okay with that. I do also have a new poster. This one I just got this week. This is the Web of Spider-Man facsimile reprint poster. Love this cover image, and I do have that facsimile reprint on order. So as soon as I get that, I'll finally have that book in my collection. So that said, let's just jump into the books that I picked up. Starting with the books that I picked up last week. The first one was part of the Trick or Read thing. There used to be something else that they would do, sort of like a secondary free comic book day. I can't remember what it was called, but they call it Trick or Read now. It's not as big of an issue. It's not as big of an event as Free Comic Book Day is. It's almost like, why do we even do it? But I grabbed this one here. This is the Fantastic Four. It's Dr. Doom riding a dinosaur in Doom armor. It's pretty cool. I like that cover art there, so I picked that up. Also last week, I grabbed the Cobra Commander issue 5 second print with Pythona on the cover. That was pretty cool. I didn't get a whole lot of the second prints for Cobra Commander or really any of the other G.I. Joe centric books. I kind of reserve that for just the characters that I really like or like them visually. So Pythona is one that I really like visually. And the last one that I picked up last week is Nightclub 2, number 3. Great series. We've got our trio of lucha libre mask wearing teenage vampire heroes facing off against a whole gang of nasty vampires that were created on accident. I haven't read this issue yet, but I'm very much looking forward to checking it out. This week's books, I grabbed Patra, number 3 of 4. Still amazing art. Haven't had a chance to read this one yet, but man, I'm loving this book. I've only read the first 2 issues, but a great book. It's got great character design, great art. The pacing is awesome. It's a lovely mix of mystery and supernatural horror. It's just a great package all together. So we got one more issue after this coming out. So I guess it's gonna wrap up in early December, maybe late November. And then of course Dark Horse put the trade out. If you haven't picked up the individual books, you're looking for something that's horror, mystery, a little different than the norm, definitely check out this one. It's a great series. I picked up the first issue on a whim, and now I'm sticking with it because it's so much fun. But I grabbed that one. And from Dynamite, I grabbed the first issue of DuckTales because it's DuckTales. Now this one here isn't the recent reboot version of DuckTales. This is based on the 90s animated, the Disney Afternoon version of DuckTales, and it's pretty good. I mean, really the only real complaint I have about this, because I did get a chance to read this one. It's fun. It really has the spirit of DuckTales, both the TV series, and you can also see where the Carl Barks inspiration is in this book. Really, the only thing that kind of bothered me about it, and it's kind of a minor thing, is sort of how they drew the ducks' mouths in some of the panels. Let me see if I can find one here and I can show. Yeah, right here. The way they draw the mouth right there, it's just kind of, I don't know. To me, it just seems kind of weird. And there's another one in here that just kind of, it's like, you guys really might want to look this over, because when I think of the duck's mouths, that's kind of what I'm thinking, and also the way it is on the cover. But they, it's just one of those little minor nitpicks. But definitely, if you're looking for something fun and you like DuckTales, check this out. And I don't know if it's an ongoing or a miniseries. Dynamite's one of those publishers that doesn't like to tell you if it's a miniseries or an ongoing. A lot of times they'll advertise these books as ongoing. Then next, the 5th issue comes out and it says it's the final issue of the series. But, it is what it is. Fun book, real fun. The last book that I picked up this week is issue 11 of 12, number 11 of 12 of Marvel Superhero Secret Wars, nearing the end of the year-long reprint of the Secret Wars saga, which I have to say is much better reading in an individual on a monthly basis. I have a trade for this, and I've tried, I don't know how many times to sit down and read it all in one sitting, and I just, for whatever reason, I simply cannot do it. But as I'm reading this, and I'm also reading Crisis on Infinite Earths, reading them as an individual comic book, I'm getting into it, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm having a blast with it. And I'm hoping that both of them will kind of do something like this with other events. You know, although I'm not sure how many more events deserve this sort of treatment, but I like it. I like that format a lot better. So, but that's it. Those are all the books that I picked up the last 2 weeks, along with this awesome poster. I love that poster. That's great. I like having these posters that are reproductions of comic book covers, because there's some of these, like these ones here, where there's so much detail. The covers are great. Don't get me wrong. I love these. I love the having the comic books. But when you have something with this much detail and it's so much larger, it's just, you can get lost in the artwork, and just, I love it. I mean, it might just be me, but I absolutely love it. So that said, another short video, because I had a short list of books this week. So short video. Oh well, it happens once in a while. We'll see everybody next week with another, hopefully with another comic book haul. I haven't had a chance to check out next week's list yet, so I don't know how many books I'm getting. But we will see everybody next week. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I think I've got a special guest coming in. You know, they can't see you over there, right?
Yeah, I know that.
All right. Got this Yahoo right here.
Hello.
We got him a new, what do you call it, like a pretend butterfly knife. He likes to flip it around. It's pretty cool.
I can do flip.
All right, go ahead. Special exhibition.
Let's see. No, I messed it up.
Go ahead, start it over. No problem. Nice. All right.
I tried to do it on camera. What? Wait, I just gonna take me a few tries.
One more try, and I gotta wrap this up. All right.
I did this, so I flip it. There's a one like that, like that.
That was really good. He hasn't had that for a couple of months, so his fingers are getting back and swinging things. So anyway, I will see everybody next week with another haul, another run of comic books. Have a great weekend.